Hey everyone, welcome back. Here we are again. Right, today we are in Wiltshire in this beautiful spring morning, and I'm on my way to, well, for once not going to any churches or any church ruins. Today we're going to look at something very, very pre-Christian. So what we're looking for is a dolmen. Said to be the entrance to an old Neolithic tomb. It's completely in the middle of nowhere, as usual, as we like. So, after doing a bit of research, I found that this is the path I'm going now is the most direct route to it. Don't know how long it's going to take, but it shouldn't be too long. So yeah, let's see how it goes. See you in a bit. Right, so I've got a few things planned for this video. It will involve a tiny church. So yeah, there will be churches in this video at some point, but the main focus is this dolmen we're off to now. After this, I plan to go to what should be the smallest church in Wiltshire. Although the smallest church in Wiltshire is actually the smallest church in England, of which I have already done a video on before. But I think this is like the smallest one after that. So yeah, from what I've researched of it, it does look beautiful. Very charming little place, so we will go check that out. So, okay, I think we've gone up to the first gate we've got to go through, so yeah, looks like we're on the right path. Sweet. Okay, I think I'm close to it already. According to the map I found online, it should only be like another 5 minutes away. It took me a while to figure out how to get here. I mean, this is right in the middle of a field with no public access. I was reading up on it because I first found out about it in a book about these sort of things, and I couldn't really make sense of the directions that they were suggesting. I tried planning my own little route out, but I just didn't want to blag it. I didn't want to get there and realise I can't get to it in the way that I was planning. And yeah, then I sort of had a look online, and yeah, someone's done a whole write-up about it with very, very clear instructions on how to get there. I can't remember the name of the blog from the top of my head. I'll put who it is down there now, and yeah, I'll put the link in the description of the route I took. It's been very straightforward and well explained. Yeah. Right, anyway, a short walk now, so yeah, let's go. Okay, yeah, I've just seen it from a distance. Yeah, I can see it right now. Okay, we're basically there now. So, it looks pretty breathtaking from here. So, yeah, I'm quite excited. Let's go. Right, we're here. There it is. So here it is. This is the Devil's Den. Gateway to a Neolithic burial tomb. And yeah, the scale of it is bigger than I expected from what I saw in the pictures. This really has not disappointed me. So this 3,000-year-old tomb got its name following the introduction of Christianity into the area. It's basically to remind the remaining pagans to convert to the true faith. And there's another folklore myth that's it's called the Devil's Den, as the devil frequently tries to, in the dead of night, to come and tear these stones down, but always fails. And there's another myth that women that are struggling to get pregnant, should they walk around these stones 5 times, they will fall pregnant. However, if they only walk around it 3 times, then they summon the devil. But I hate to ruin it for you guys. This was actually resurrected in the 1920s, so this is not an original dolmen. This was actually constructed, well, in the 1920s. You can actually see cement where it's holding it together right here, look. So these were part of the original chamber mine. So yeah, it's still very, very special, and the fact they built it in a way that reflects how it would have been at the time, that's also very special. It means a lot. So very, very significant place. And what I'm loving about this as well, look how deserted this is. Completely in the middle of nowhere. Can't see any roads. Can just about hear some traffic, but only lightly. There's no one around, just myself. I think on the way here, I walked past one person walking their dog, and I saw someone else walking their dog in the field over there. So yeah, got this whole thing to myself. Blissful. Alright, gonna turn the camera off for a few minutes. Give me some time with this. Right, I think we're going to leave behind this 17-ton beast now and head on to the other places I've got planned for today. So yeah, I'm going to wander back to the car. Where I parked my car was right next to a church, so yeah, I'm going to check that out whilst I'm in the neighbourhood as well. So that'll be the next stop. It's really not a long walk to here from that church anyway. I think it didn't feel that long. I think it felt like it was like less than half an hour. So I'll tell you what, I'll look at the time now and look at the time when I get back to my car and let you know how long it took me. Right, see you back there. So back to where I started the walk, and that only took 20 minutes, so yeah, did it right then. Okay, so before, like I said before I head off, I'm going to fucking pop into this church. There seems to be several cars parked outside there now, so I don't know what's going on. When I was here, there's only me parked there, and now there's like a whole bunch of people, so I don't know what's going on, but let's go find out. This is that said church. So I'm going in completely blind. Know nothing about this church, and so you lot know as much as I do. Oh, there's a dead raven there as well. Oh dear, I don't know if that's a sign. Right, let's have a look. Okay, we're in, and yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's very, as I always say, tranquil. I know I always say that, but this one generally is, and I mean, a lot of churches didn't have that sort of essence. This one does, and thankfully, there's a guide left out. So let me just have a look, flick through this. This is called St. Nicholas Church in Fifield, and yeah. See what else I can find about this place. Right, after reading this, basically this was originally a Saxon church and this is built on top of it. So this is all from Saxon foundations. And what's quite special, I really hope the camera picks it up, there are carvings. Let's see if I can zoom in. No, I can't. There are carvings along there and along here, which could be from the original church. It says here, what does it say? So I'm reading straight off the guide, guys. Sorry, I know that's a bit amateur of me, but you know. Yeah, so the carvings are older than the date of 1634, which is the date up there. So yeah, these are carvings in the symbol of the Trinity, and is of Celtic origin, and it was incorporated into the roof circa 9th century. So yeah, so when this was sort of like taken over and rebuilt in 1634, you can see the date up there. Look, hopefully, I'll get a zoom in of everything in a second. They basically stripped this church apart and started again, but they didn't take these off. So yeah, I really hope that makes sense. I know that's a bit of a gobbledygook mashup of what I've literally just found out, but yeah, it's all part of the I guess the rawness of what I do, and the sporadicness of what I do. So yeah, I hope that gives you a bit of info. Right, so let me tell you more about that date, 1634. So, again, I'm reading it straight off the guide. It says here, the date of 1634, carved in the cross beam over the chancel, marks a demarcation line between the Puritan preacher and the Puritan place, ending the struggle against Holy Church priestly rule. The battle takes place within the period of rule of the Archbishop of Canterbury, William Laud. His high church policy, support for Charles I, censorship of the press, and persecution of the Puritans aroused bitter opposition. He was responsible for the moving of the altar from a central position in the east end of churches. His attempt to impose a prayer book in Scotland precipitated the Civil War. He was impeached by the Long Parliament in 1640, imprisoned by the Tower of London, condemned to death and beheaded. So there you go. Okay, I mean, that'll do. I mean, for a very impromptu visit, and had no knowledge of this place prior, yeah, that was definitely a worthwhile little visit. That blew my expectations, really. Didn't really think it'll hold as much significant stuff as it would. So anyway, let's have a look around the churchyard. Let's go. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So like it's sort of like an extended part. Basically talking about those who have fought in both world wars. It says here, loving and grateful memory of the men of Fifield, Lockeridge, Overton, who gave their lives for their country in the Great War 1914-1919. In sacred sleep they rest, say not, of brave men that they die. Very cool. And yeah, all along here, text carved in. All along here. So yeah, this church was a nice little plus, a little add-on to the day that I didn't expect to see, and yeah, definitely a worthwhile visit. If you're going to do the Devil's Den, definitely include this. Okie dokie, right. I guess I'll head on to that tiny church I mentioned. So that's near a town called Fovance. So that's about a 40-minute drive away. So yeah, let's crack on. I'll see you there in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and you join me in Fifthfield. And behind me, over there, you might be able to see it, is this head church. So yeah, let's go investigate. This church is literally on someone's farm. I mean, as I was walking up to it, a lady had to open the gate for me to get in. So yeah, this is it. Okay, and welcome to St. Martin's. Yeah, it is tiny. Out of all the smallest church I've featured on the channel so far, this is definitely one of the smaller ones. I mean, it's higher than most of the small ones, but this isn't as small as St. Bueno's. But I would say this is smaller than the smallest church in Devon I went to recently. And yeah, really secluded out the way, like on a farm. Oh. So yeah, what a pleasant little find this is. So this church was built in the 13th century, and hasn't had much done to it since. This is pretty much as it was all those years ago. There's been a few modern additions added to it. I mean, it was fully restored in 2011, but otherwise, this is pretty much as it's always been. It's very authentic. So it's still active as part of the Diocese of Salisbury, and it has a service every third Sunday of the month. So yeah, this is still in use, this church. Not a part of a parish, but still in use. And rightly so, very picturesque location, and yeah, very humbling little building. Okay, what's really cool is they've got a cabinet here full of like fragments that's been discovered over the years. So we have here fragments of 13th century pottery, late medieval pewter spoon, that's pretty cool. And then we've got a Romano-British brooch, 1st, 2nd century AD, and then 13th century glazed ridge tile fragments, and that's really cool. I didn't expect to see that. And then up here, you've got a picture of a chap called Rev C. N. Arnold, rector of Fifthfield, Wiltshire, who was 71, is doing much of the unskilled work in the restoration of his 13th century church. He is seen here sandpapering the west door. Pretty cool. Okay, this isn't going to be another episode of Britain's Smallest Churches, as I'm doing a lot more than this. I mean, the main focus of today's video was that Dom in the Devil's Den. This was just somewhere along the way. I will, however, put this on the Britain's Smallest Churches playlist, so it's just kept in one place. So yeah. Okay, I think I've done what I need to see. Well, I've seen what I need to see in this church now, so let's go look outside. Let's go. Right, off to my next destination. A nearby village that's founded by Saxons. See you there in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're now in Bovant. Bovant, tiny village, really tucked away in Wiltshire, was in fact founded by Saxons in 552. So yeah, let's have a little wander around. So yeah, as I said already, Bovant was founded by Saxons in 552. These Saxons were from Jutland, who landed in Southampton and worked their way up. And they were farmers, very peaceful farmers that basically lived around the valley in the less overgrown parts of the village. I've just come across the village church. So yeah, let's go have a look at that. Let's go. Okay, and we're in, and this is called St. George's Church. And like earlier, I've gone in completely blind. No prior research. In fact, I only just found out this church existed like 5 minutes ago when I arrived in the village. I had a look at the map and saw this. I thought, right, better go check it out. And so far, so good. It really is a beautiful church. Check that out. The first thing that struck me was that stained glass window there. I actually saw that on the outside and I was like, ooh, I wonder what it's like on the inside. Does not disappoint. But here, we have a font behind these doors. I wonder what that's about. Okay, I can't find anything about this font. This door's locked. So yeah, I can't get in to get a closer look. So you've got something written here. The church wardens wands were presented by Mr. T. Simper to commemorate his 11 years as rectors wardens of this parish, 1912-1922 inclusive, the month of May 1933. Yeah, it's got some nice detail on there from what I can see. I wonder why it's behind these doors. See if I can find anything. Okay, I found some information. So this was reconstructed in the 15th century. I don't know when the original construction date was. Yeah, Norton Church. I sort of got that straight away. And that font there, I think was a part of the original reconstruction. So that's been there since it got reconstructed. So I think that's why it's behind the door. Stop people playing with it, I guess. Over here we have a really cool stained glass window, which was actually rediscovered in 1996. It was just behind an organ, and it's apparently commissioned in 1934. So, that is a nice bit of work there. Okay, and something quite special about this church, I'm reading on the information about this, is brass mural right here. I don't know how much the camera picks up of this. So, this is actually quite a rare thing in England. I've got the guide from the entrance, and again, very sort of amateurish of me to just read it straight off the guide. But if I can get this sorted out, I'll just give you a quick bit of info on it. So, the brass commemorates George Reed, who was a rector of Fovant, Wiltshire, from 1473 in his resignation in 1504. This inscription reads, in translation, "Pray for the soul of George Reed, formerly rector of the Church of Fovant at the time of the building of the new tower here, AD 1492. On whose soul God may have mercy, amen." So this indicates that it was not laid down by his executioners after his death, as was the norm at the time, but was commissioned by Reed himself probably around the time the building works to the tower were completed. So yeah, I hope that gives you a bit of information. Yeah, and this is apparently in pristine condition. It's basically like as it was when it was commissioned, probably in the 15th century. So yeah, that's quite a special little feature there. Okay, that'll do for in here. Let's have a look around the churchyard, see what we can find. Yeah, it's a pretty big churchyard, lots of graves to go through. I really like this. Little shed, and it's still got a little crucifix up there as well. I like it. Right, there is one last place I'm going to show you guys, quite nearby. It's a chalk carving, and I'm surprised I've not had any chalk carvings on this channel yet. So yes, see you there in 3, 2, 1. And here we are, the last stop of the day, the Regiment Badges. Okay, I'm not sure how much of it you can see because it is quite far in the distance. But yeah, these chalk carvings were put here by soldiers that were put in the army camp nearby. Carved their insignias on the hills. There's another similar story with a thing called the Bolford Kiwi. It's a kiwi carved in to the hill that was put there by New Zealand troops. So yeah, Wiltshire is a haven for chalk carvings. You've got all the Wiltshire white horses, and yeah, several others. There are many chalk carvings of Regiment Badges across the county. It's a very, very Wiltshire thing. Okay everyone, I'm going to end it there. Thank you for joining me today, it's been a fun one. Lots of exploration around this amazing county of Wiltshire. So, not sure when the next one will come. I'll give you a couple of weeks and there will be new content. So until then, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you at the next one. Cheers guys.